Welcome to the Heartbeat Chronicles, the podcast that delves into the intricate dynamic of love, sex, relationships, lifestyle, journaling, counseling and therapy, and the messy in between. Get ready to explore the various aspects of life's heartbeat and discover insightful conversations that resonate with you. In today's episode, we'll dive deep into the tools, tips, and techniques that can elevate your sex life. We're going beyond the basics and exploring the essentials that you might not have considered, but should definitely try for an unforgettable, mind-blowing experience. Welcome, soulful ambassadors, to another juicy episode of Heartbeat Chronicles. I'm your host, Riley Mitchell, and I'm here to make sure every beat tells a story. For those of you tuning in for the first time, congratulations. You've just officially become a soulful ambassador. Get ready for a wild ride. Now, let me tell you something exciting. You guys nearly broke the internet with your enthusiasm for our last Beducated discount offer. Well, guess what? We heard your cries and we're back with another saucy sponsored episode. Because let's face it, who doesn't love talking about sex? That's right, my lovely listeners. We're bringing back the 25% discount on Beducated, and it's running for 2 whole weeks. Don't let this pleasure train leave without you. You can find the link in our description box or head over to our Instagram handle at heartbeat_chronicles. If you're feeling extra spicy, check out my personal handle at _soulful_Riley and look for the Beducated highlight section. And here's a little secret just between us. Use the coupon code HEARTBEAT for that juicy 25% off. Missed it last time? Well, honey, this is your moment to shine. Now let's talk about today's theme. Are you ready? We're diving deep into how to make your sex life truly electrifying. I'm talking must-have tools, tantalizing techniques, and toys that'll have you seeing stars. We're going to explore everything you need for explosive pleasure. Trust me, after this episode, your bedroom, or kitchen, or living room, hey, no judgment here, will never be the same. Before we get started, I want to hear from you. Send us your thoughts, experiences, or burning questions about these topics. Who knows? Your steamy story might just make it onto our next episode. Remember, at Heartbeat Chronicles, we're all about keeping it real, keeping it fun, and most importantly, keeping it hot. So buckle up, soulful ambassadors. It's time to embark on a journey that'll leave you breathless, blushing, and begging for more. Let's make some noise for better sex. We're diving deep into the art of creating a sensual atmosphere that'll make your toes curl before you even touch each other. From dimming the lights just right to choosing scents that'll drive your partner wild, we're covering it all. Think of this podcast as your personal guide to turning your bedroom into a love nest that engages every single one of your senses. So grab a glass of wine, light a candle, and we're diving deep into the art of creating a sensual atmosphere that'll make your toes curl before you even touch each other. From dimming the lights just right to choosing scents that'll drive your partner wild, we're covering it all. Think of this podcast as your personal guide to turning your bedroom into a love nest that engages every single one of your senses. So grab a glass of wine, light a candle, and let's get ready to transform your intimate moments from meh to oh my. All right, let's talk about setting the mood, because trust me, ambiance is everything when it comes to getting frisky. First up, lighting. You want to dim those harsh overhead lights faster than you can say mood killer. Think soft, warm glows that make everyone look like they just stepped out of a romance novel. Candles are your best friend here. They flicker, they dance, they make everything smell amazing. It's like having a tiny flame-powered wingman. Now onto the tunes. You can't expect to get in the zone with your neighbor's lawnmower as background noise, right? Music sets the rhythm for your night of passion. Go for something with a slow, sultry beat. Think less staying alive and more let's get it on. The right playlist can make you feel like you're in your own personal music video, just hopefully with less choreography and more chemistry. Remember, the goal is to create an environment that makes both of you feel sexy and connected. So dim those lights, hit play on that carefully curated playlist, and watch as the magic unfolds. Who knows? You might even feel like you're starring in your own romantic comedy. Minus the awkward meet cute, and plus a lot more fun. Let's talk about the power of scent in setting the mood. You know how sometimes a whiff of something can instantly transport you back to a memory? Well, the same principle applies when it comes to getting frisky. Take vanilla, for instance. It's not just for baking cookies, folks. This sweet, warm scent has been shown to increase arousal in both men and women, so light up that vanilla-scented candle and watch the magic happen. Now let's get a little exotic with sandalwood. This woody, earthy fragrance is like catnip for humans. It's been used in perfumes and aphrodisiacs for centuries, and for good reason. One sniff of this bad boy, and you might find yourself feeling all kinds of frisky. And don't even get me started on jasmine. This floral powerhouse isn't just pretty to look at. Its scent has been linked to increased sexual arousal. It's like nature's own little love potion, but why stop at candles? Let's talk massage oils, baby. Mixing these scents into a massage oil is like hitting the jackpot of sensuality. Imagine the soft touch of your partner's hands, the warmth of the oil, and the intoxicating aroma filling the room. It's a recipe for a steamy night in. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about your personal fragrances. That signature scent you wear? It could be the thing that drives your partner wild. So spritz on that perfume or cologne and let your natural pheromones do their thing. Remember, setting the mood isn't just about what you see or hear. It's about creating a full sensory experience. And with these scents in your arsenal, you're well on your way to creating an atmosphere that screams, "Bo chicka wow wow." All right, let's talk about dressing for desire, folks. You know that feeling when you slip into something that makes you feel like a total smoke show? Yeah, that's what we're after here. It's not just about looking good for your partner. It's about feeling like $1,000,000 yourself. Think about it. When you put on that special outfit or that sexy lingerie, you're basically gift wrapping yourself. And who doesn't love unwrapping a present? It's all about building anticipation, creating a little mystery. Maybe it's that silk robe that hints at what's underneath, or those boxers that make your butt look fantastic. But here's the kicker. It's not just about what you wear, it's about how it makes you feel. When you dress up, you're sending a signal to your brain that says, "Hey, it's sexy time." It's like flipping a switch in your mind, getting you in the mood before anything even happens. So next time you want to spice things up, remember, a little outfit change can go a long way. Dress for the sexy time you want, not the Netflix binge you have. Let's talk about the power of touch, folks. It's not just about what you see or smell. It's about what you feel. And boy, can touch set the mood. First up, let's get cozy. Imagine sinking into a bed covered in the softest sheets you've ever felt. We're talking Egyptian cotton, silk, or even velvet if you're feeling fancy. Add some fluffy pillows and a plush blanket, and suddenly every movement feels like a sensual caress. But why stop there? Time to play a little game I like to call sensory surprise. Grab a feather, yeah, you heard me right, and gently trace it along your partner's skin. Watch those goosebumps appear, or if you're feeling adventurous, try an ice cube. The contrast of cold against warm skin can be absolutely electrifying. Now, let's not forget the ultimate mood setter, massage. Warm up some scented oil between your hands and start kneading those knots away. It's relaxing, it's intimate, and it's a great way to explore your partner's body. Plus, who doesn't love a good rub down? Remember, setting the mood is all about engaging the senses, and touch is a powerful tool in your romantic arsenal. So go ahead, get touchy-feely. Your partner will thank you for it. All right, let's dive into something steamy. And I'm not just talking about the shower. Picture this. You and your partner surrounded by warm, misty air, water cascading over your bodies. It's like a scene from a romantic movie, but it's happening right in your bathroom. A warm bath or a steamy shower is like foreplay for your senses. The heat relaxes your muscles, opens your pores, and suddenly every touch feels more intense. It's like your skin is awakening, becoming hypersensitive to every caress. And let's talk about that skin-to-skin contact. In the shower, you're slippery, you're close, and there's this irresistible urge to, well, get even closer. It's intimate, it's playful, and it's the perfect recipe for turning up the heat. Pun absolutely intended. So next time you want to set the mood, consider starting with a splash. Trust me, things are bound to get wet and wild. Let's talk about the sexy power of words. You know, sometimes the hottest foreplay happens right between your ears. Sharing fantasies with your partner can be like lighting a match in a room full of fireworks. It's all about that buildup, that anticipation. Try whispering your deepest desires into your partner's ear. Maybe it's a naughty role play idea you've been dying to try, or that thing you've always wanted them to do to you. The key is to be specific and descriptive. Paint a picture with your words that'll make their imagination run wild, and don't underestimate the power of a well-timed compliment. Tell them exactly what you love about their body, or remind them of that time they rocked your world. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Lower your voice, speak slowly, let every word drip with desire. Remember, communication isn't just about talking. Sometimes a well-placed moan or a breathy yes can drive your partner absolutely crazy. So go ahead, get vocal, and watch the sparks fly. All right, let's talk about the spice of life, Spontaneity. Sometimes the hottest moments aren't planned at all. They're those unexpected little surprises that catch you off guard and suddenly, boom, the mood is set. Picture this. You're doing something totally mundane like folding laundry or washing dishes. Suddenly, your partner comes up behind you, wraps their arms around your waist, and plants a deep, passionate kiss on your neck. Just like that, those socks you were matching become a lot less interesting, right? Or maybe you're watching a movie together, and out of nowhere, you decide to trace your fingers slowly up their arm. That simple touch can send shivers down their spine and turn a regular movie night into something way more exciting. The beauty of spontaneity is that it keeps things fresh and unpredictable. It's like a secret ingredient that can turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary night of passion. So don't be afraid to surprise your partner. Those unexpected moments might just lead to the most unforgettable encounters. Remember, setting the mood isn't just about one thing, it's about engaging all the senses. So whether you're lighting candles, slipping into something sexy, or drawing a bubble bath, you're creating a full sensory experience. Don't be afraid to mix and match these techniques, and most importantly, have fun with it. Experiment, be playful, and see what works best for you and your partner. Here's to many nights of passion and intimacy ahead. Now go forth and get your sexy one. All right, let's talk about the slippery superhero of the bedroom lube. Trust me, folks, this stuff is like Viagra for your entire body. It's the difference between a squeaky door and a smooth operator, if you know what I mean. Now, why is lube so important? Well, imagine trying to slide down a dry water slide. Ouch, right? That's what sex without lube can feel like sometimes. But add a little of this magical elixir, and suddenly you're gliding like a greased up seal on an ice rink. It's all about reducing friction, enhancing sensation, and keeping the party going all night long. Let's break down the types of lube, shall we? First up, we've got silicone-based lube. This stuff is like the Energizer Bunny of lubes. It keeps going and going. Perfect for marathon sessions or aquatic adventures. Just be careful with your silicone toys. Unless you want them to melt faster than your resolve in a room full of eye candy. Next, we've got water-based lube. It's like the Switzerland of lubes, neutral, compatible with everything, and easy to clean up. Perfect for those who like to switch things up faster than a chameleon in a rainbow factory. Plus, it won't stain your sheets, so your mom won't give you that knowing look when she does your laundry. Lastly, we've got natural lubes. These are for the granola crowd who want their genitals to be as organic as their kale smoothies. Coconut oil, aloe vera, heck, I once heard of someone using olive oil. Talk about getting your salad tossed. Remember, friends, a little lube goes a long way. It's like seasoning for your sex life. Use too little and things might be a bit bland. Use too much and suddenly you're slip-sliding away like you're auditioning for a slapstick comedy. Find that sweet spot and you'll be gliding into Pleasure Town faster than you can say, pass the lube. All right, let's talk about turning up the heat with arousal gels and creams. These little miracle workers are like a party in a bottle for your naughty bits. They're designed to make everything down there more sensitive, which means more intense sensations and potentially mind-blowing orgasms. Who doesn't want that, right? Now, I've tried my fair share of these products, and let me tell you, some of them pack quite a punch. There was this one time I applied a bit too much of a warming gel, and suddenly it felt like I had a tiny dragon breathing fire between my legs. Talk about spicing things up. But when used correctly, these gels and creams can be absolute game changers. They come in all sorts of varieties, warming, cooling, tingling. It's like a sensory buffet for your bits. And the best part, they're not just for solo play. Applying them with a partner can be a super fun and intimate experience. Just make sure you both know what you're in for. Or you might end up doing the hot pepper dance together. Now, I've heard from some of our listeners about their favorites. Sarah from Ohio swears by this clitoral stimulating gel that, in her words, makes my lady parts sing the high notes. And Tom from California raves about a cooling cream that, and I quote, turns my junk into a popsicle party. I'm not entirely sure what that means, Tom, but it sounds like a good time. Remember, though, a little goes a long way with these products. You don't want to end up feeling like you've dipped your bits in lava or accidentally froze them in carbonite. Start small and work your way up to find that sweet spot. Oh, and pro tip, always do a patch test first. Your sensitive areas are, well, sensitive. The last thing you want is to discover you're allergic to a product when it's already applied to your most precious real estate. Trust me, explaining that reaction to a doctor is not a conversation you want to have. All right, my naughty listeners, Let's dive into the delicious world of edible body products. It's time to turn your bedroom into an all-you-can-eat buffet of sensual delights. First up, we have flavored lubes. These slippery concoctions come in every flavor imaginable. From classic strawberry to exotic passion fruit, you can practically taste the rainbow. Just remember, folks, this isn't a substitute for your daily fruit intake. Your doctor won't be impressed if you tell them you've been getting your vitamins from banana-flavored lube. Now let's talk body paints. These are perfect for those of you who've always wanted to turn your partner into a human canvas. Imagine creating a masterpiece on your lover's body, only to realize you've accidentally recreated your grandma's floral wallpaper. Talk about a mood killer. And don't forget about edible oils. These babies can turn a simple massage into a gourmet experience. But word to the wise, make sure you're using actual edible oil and not your cooking olive oil. Nothing says amateur hour like smelling like a Greek salad in the throes of passion. Of course, with all these tasty treats comes the potential for hilarious mishaps. Like the time I thought it would be sexy to spell out my partner's name in chocolate sauce. Spoiler alert, it's not so sexy when you realize you've accidentally written your ex's name instead. Oops, or consider the classic slip and slide scenario. You're all oiled up, feeling like a sexy seal, when suddenly you lose your balance and end up face planting into the pillow. Nothing says I'm a sex god quite like a mouthful of feathers, am I right? But despite these potential pitfalls, edible body products can add a whole new dimension to your foreplay. They engage all your senses, turning your bedroom romp into a full-on sensory experience. Just remember to keep a sense of humor about it all. After all, if you can't laugh during sex, you're doing it wrong. So go forth, my frisky friends, and explore the world of edible body products. Turn your partner into a human sundae, paint a masterpiece on their back, or give them a massage that ends with a happy meal. Just remember to keep some wet wipes handy. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Now, let's talk mishaps. I once had a listener write in about their attempt to spice things up with chocolate body paint. Sounds sexy, right? Well, it was all fun and games until their dog decided to join the party. Nothing kills the mood quite like a chocolate-covered pooch trying to lick you clean. Oh, and here's a personal favorite of mine. I once used a warming lube without reading the instructions properly. Let's just say things got hot and not in a good way. Pro tip. Always do a patch test first, unless you want your privates to feel like they're auditioning for a fire-breathing act. Last but not least, a word of caution about flavored lubes. While they can be a tasty addition to your bedroom antics, be careful not to mistake them for actual food. I had a friend who, in a moment of late-night hunger, mistook her strawberry lube for jam. Let's just say her breakfast toast the next morning was an experience she'll never forget. We've discovered new ways to turn your partner into a human sundae. Just be careful not to get carried away. Nobody wants to explain to the ER doctor why they have whipped cream in places that whipped cream should never be. So, my frisky friends, I encourage you to experiment, play safe, and most importantly, have fun with these slippery tools of the trade. Remember, life's too short for bad sex or boring foreplay. Let's start with our Kenyan ambassadors of pleasure. If you're looking to spice things up in the bedroom, slide into ateleza.keys DMs on Instagram. They've got all the slick stuff we have been talking about today. And trust me, they'll have you covered in all the right places. Now, for our international pleasure seekers, let's explore the lube rivers. First up, water-based lubes. Sliquid H2O is like the Switzerland of lubes, neutral, reliable, and oh so smooth. It's perfect for all your sexy adventures, leaving no sticky situation behind. But if you're looking for something that lasts longer than your ex's promises, silicone-based lubes like Uberlube are where it's at. This stuff is slicker than a politician's handshake and perfect for steamy shower sessions. It's like the Energizer bunny of lubes. It keeps going and going. For our eco-warriors who like to keep it green in the sheets, Good Clean Love's almost naked organic lube is your go-to. It's so natural you could practically eat it. But let's save that for the flavored lubes, shall we? Speaking of which, Joe H2O's Strawberry Kiss will turn your oral play into a fruity fiesta. It's like having dessert in bed, minus the calories and sticky sheets. Who says you can't have your cake and eat it too? Now, if you want to turn up the heat, Kentucky Warming Liquid is like a slow burn that keeps intensifying. It's perfect for those nights when you want to go from simmer to sizzle. But if you prefer to keep things cool, Sliquid Sizzle will take you on a tingling roller coaster of sensations. It's like a party in your pants and everyone's invited. Ladies, listen up. Love Honey Bliss Orgasm Gel is about to become your new best friend. A little dab will do ya, and suddenly it's fireworks city down there. It's like yoga for your lady bits, stretching you to new heights of pleasure. For those adventurous souls exploring the back door, Aloe Cadabra's natural lubricant is gentler than a whisper and smoother than a pickup artist. It'll have you relaxed and ready for a sensual experience that'll blow your mind and maybe a few other things. Gentlemen, if you want to be the marathon man in the bedroom, Promescence Delay Spray is your secret weapon. It's like cruise control for your love muscle, helping you enjoy the ride without speeding to the finish line. And for those who love a little extra bliss, Foria Awaken Arousal Oil with CBD is like a spa day for your naughty bits. It'll calm your nerves, heighten your senses, and have you floating on cloud nine clothing optional. Last but not least, for the sweet tooths out there, System Joe Gelato's Tiramisu. Flavored lube turns your body into a delicious dessert. It's like having your cake and eating it off your partner too. So there you have it, folks. A slippery slope of sexy solutions to make your bedroom adventures even more exciting. Remember, whether you're sliding solo or tangoing with a partner, the right lube can make all the difference. Now go forth and get your glide on. And hey, don't be shy. Find these goodies online or at your favorite adult store and thank me later. Hey there, naughty listeners. Are you ready to embark on a thrilling adventure into the world of sex toys and tools? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the most tantalizing gadgets and gizmos designed to skyrocket your pleasure to new heights. Whether you're looking to spice things up with your partner or explore your own body in exciting new ways, we've got you covered. Get ready to discover a whole new dimension of intimacy and satisfaction that'll leave you breathless and begging for more. All right, let's talk about vibrators, the unsung heroes of the bedroom. Trust me, if you haven't introduced these buzzing buddies into your love life, you're missing out on a whole world of pleasure, from tiny bullet vibes that pack a punch to advanced toys that'll make you see stars. There's something for everyone. Now, why should every couple give vibrators a go? Well, for starters, they're like a turbocharged engine for your orgasms. Solo play, check. Partnered fun? Double check. These versatile little devices can spice up your alone time or turn your couple's play into a mind-blowing experience. Picture this. You're with your partner, things are getting hot and heavy, and then you bring out a vibrator. Suddenly, it's like fireworks in the bedroom. Use it during foreplay to tease and tantalize, or bring it into the main event for some extra oomph. Trust me, once you start experimenting with vibrators, you'll wonder how you ever lived without them. They're not just toys, they're your ticket to pleasure paradise. Let's talk about toys that are designed to make both you and your partner squirm with delight. First up, vibrating rings. These little wonders slip right onto your man's equipment, sending tingles through both of you during the main event. It's like having a personal pleasure DJ for your intimate moments. Now, for those who like to tease and please, remote-controlled toys are where it's at. Imagine the thrill of controlling your partner's pleasure with the push of a button. You could be across the room or across the city, keeping things hot and heavy no matter the distance. These couples' toys aren't just about getting off. They're about connection, exploration, and turning up the heat on your sex life. So why not grab your partner and start shopping? Trust me, you'll both be thanking me later. All right, let's talk about spicing things up with some BDSM starter kits. Now, before you start imagining full-on dungeons and leather suits, we're talking light bondage here. Perfect for couples looking to dip their toes into some naughty waters. Picture this. You and your partner, a silky blindfold, some soft restraints, and a world of sensations waiting to be explored. It's like turning your bedroom into a playground for grown-ups. Start with a feather tickler, trailing it across your lover's skin, building anticipation with every touch. Or maybe try a soft flogger, gently caressing their body, mixing pleasure with a hint of delicious pain. But here's the golden rule, folks. Communication is key. Before you dive in, have a sexy chat about boundaries, safe words, and what turns you both on. Consent isn't just important, it's downright sexy. So talk it out, agree on what's cool, and then let the games begin. Trust me, when you're both on the same page, that's when the real magic happens. So go ahead, unleash your inner Christian Grey or Anastasia, and discover a whole new world of pleasure. Let's talk about vibrating cock rings, folks. These little wonders are like pleasure power-ups for couples. Imagine slipping one on and feeling those delicious vibrations coursing through both of you during sex. It's like turning your favorite ride into a thrilling roller coaster. Now, onto remote-controlled vibrators. Oh boy, these are a game changer. Picture this. You're out at dinner and your partner has the controls. Suddenly, you feel a buzz. And another, they're teasing you from across the table. It's like foreplay on steroids. Want to get really naughty? Use that remote to punish or reward your partner. Did they forget to do the dishes? Oops, looks like someone's getting a surprise vibration during their work meeting. Or maybe they've been extra good. Time for a pleasure-filled treat while they're trying to focus on their favorite TV show. The possibilities are endless and the anticipation absolutely electric. Let's talk about two pleasure powerhouses that'll rock your world: bullet vibrators and G-spot stimulators. Bullet vibes are like the Swiss Army knife of sex toys: small, discreet, and oh so versatile. These little dynamos pack a punch and are perfect for pinpoint stimulation. Try running one along your partner's inner thighs, circling their nipples, or teasing their most sensitive spots. Trust me, the possibilities are endless. Now on to G-spot stimulators. These curved beauties are designed to hit that elusive sweet spot that'll have you seeing stars. When using one with your partner, start slow and communicate. Try different angles and pressures until you find that oh my god moment. Combine it with some clitoral stimulation, and you've got a recipe for mind-blowing, toe-curling orgasms that'll leave you both breathless and begging for more. So go ahead, explore and discover new heights of pleasure together. Let's dive into the naughty world of suction toys and butt plugs, shall we? First up, suction toys. Oh my god, these little devils are like having a passionate lover with an insatiable oral fixation. They latch onto your most sensitive spots and create a pulsating suction that'll have you seeing stars in no time. Trust me, once you try one, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Now, onto the cheeky subject of butt plugs. Don't be shy, we're all friends here. These bad boys come in all shapes and sizes, perfect for anal play newbies and seasoned pros alike. Start small if you're a beginner. Think pinky finger size. As you get more comfortable, you can work your way up to bigger and more intense sensations. Pro tip: use plenty of lube and go slow. It's not a race, it's about savoring every delicious moment. And remember, communication is key. Talk to your partner about what feels good and what doesn't. Who knows? You might discover a whole new world of pleasure you never knew existed. So go ahead, give these toys a try and let the good times roll. Let's talk about couples vibrators and massage wands, two fantastic toys that can take your intimate moments to the next level. Couples vibrators are designed to be worn during intercourse, providing stimulation for both partners simultaneously. Imagine the thrill of feeling those vibrations while you're deeply connected with your partner. It's like adding an extra layer of pleasure to every thrust and movement. Now, let's not forget about massage wands. These powerful toys are incredibly versatile and can be used all over the body. Start by using it to give your partner a sensual massage, slowly working your way to more sensitive areas. The intense vibrations can provide mind-blowing sensations, especially when used on erogenous zones. To spice things up, try incorporating these toys into foreplay. Use the massage wand to tease your partner, building anticipation before moving on to more intimate acts. And when you're ready for the main event, slip on that couple's vibrator for an experience that'll leave you both breathless and begging for more. All right, let's talk about taking your pleasure to a whole new level with sensory play and temperature play. Trust me, you're in for a treat. First up, silk blindfolds. These babies aren't just for looking sexy. They're your ticket to a mind-blowing sensory experience. When you cut off one sense, the others go into overdrive. Imagine your partner's touch feeling 10 times more electric, every whisper sending shivers down your spine. It's like your skin becomes a playground of sensation. Now let's heat things up, or cool them down, with temperature play. Enter glass and metal dildos. These aren't your average toys, folks. Pop them in the fridge for a few minutes, and you've got a cool surprise that'll make your partner gasp. Or warm them up under hot water for a sensation that'll melt them with pleasure. The possibilities are endless. Just remember, always test the temperature on your wrist first. We want to blow minds, not burn bums. Combining these two? Oh boy, you're in for a wild ride. Blindfold your partner, then tease them with alternating hot and cold sensations. Trust me, they'll be putty in your hands. So go ahead, deprive those senses, and play with temperature. Your sex life will thank you. Wow, what a thrilling ride through the world of pleasure. We've explored an array of tantalizing toys and tools that can truly amplify your intimate experiences. Remember, these aren't just gadgets. They're gateways to deeper connection and mind-blowing pleasure with your partner. So don't be shy. Get out there, explore, and discover new ways to set your love life on fire. Your next earth-shattering orgasm might just be a vibrator, blindfold, or remote control away. Happy playing! Let's dive into some seriously hot techniques that'll elevate your sexual experiences to new heights. All right, folks, let's talk about edging. No, not the kind you do to your lawn. Although, come to think of it, there are some similarities. Both require patience, precision, and can leave you feeling pretty satisfied when done right. Edging, in the bedroom context, is all about the tease and delay. It's like being at a fancy restaurant, savoring every bite of your appetizer, only to have the waiter snatch away your main course just as it arrives. Frustrating? Maybe. But oh boy, when that main course finally lands on your table, it tastes even better than you imagined. So, how does this work in practice? Well, imagine you're building up to that big O, right on the edge of ecstasy, and then you pump the brakes. Yep, you heard me right. You or your partner slow things down or stop altogether. It's like playing sexual red light, green light. And just like that childhood game, it can be both exhilarating and a little maddening. But here's the kicker. When you finally do let yourself go over that edge, it's like fireworks on the 4th of July, New Year's Eve, and your birthday all rolled into one. The orgasm is often more intense, more powerful, and more satisfying for both partners. It's like the difference between a quick peck on the cheek and a passionate, sweep you off your feet Hollywood kiss. Now, I know what you're thinking, but won't that drive me crazy? Well, yes, a little bit. That's kind of the point. It's like binge watching your favorite show, but instead of automatically playing the next episode, Netflix makes you wait 5 minutes. The anticipation builds, the excitement grows, and by the time that next episode starts, you're more invested than ever. Edging isn't just about physical pleasure, though. It's also a great way to build intimacy and communication with your partner. You have to be in tune with each other, reading body language, listening to breathing, maybe even using a safe word or two. It's like a sexy dance where you're both trying to lead, and somehow that makes it even hotter. So, next time you're getting hot and heavy, why not give edging a try? Remember, good things come to those who wait. And in this case, they come even better to those who wait just a little bit longer. All right, let's talk about breathwork and focus in the bedroom. Now, I know what you're thinking. Great. Another thing to worry about during sex. But trust me, this is going to make things so much better. Think about it like this. Have you ever been so caught up in a movie that you forgot to breathe? Suddenly, you realize you've been holding your breath for the last 5 minutes of that intense chase scene. Well, the same thing can happen during sex, except instead of missing out on oxygen, you're missing out on pleasure. Focusing on your breath during intimate moments is like adding a secret ingredient to your favorite recipe. It's the difference between microwaved mac and cheese and a gourmet truffle pasta. Both will fill you up, but one is a whole experience. Now, I'm not saying you need to start doing complicated yoga breathing exercises in the middle of getting frisky. Nobody wants to hear their partner suddenly start sounding like Darth Vader. It's more about being present and aware of your breath. Try this. Next time things are heating up, take a moment to notice your breathing. Is it shallow and quick? Slow it down a bit. Take deeper breaths. It's like you're giving your body a mini spa treatment from the inside out. And here's where the magic happens. Syncing up your breathing with your partner. It's like a sexy, silent duet. You're both there, in the moment, connected not just physically, but through the very air you're breathing. It's intimate on a whole new level. But let's be real, it might feel a bit awkward at first. You might find yourself counting breaths like you're at a meditation retreat. In, out, in, out. Wait, was that 4 or 5? Don't worry, it gets easier with practice. And hey, if you lose count, that probably means you're doing something right. Mindfulness during sex is also about focusing on sensations. Instead of worrying about how you look or sound, tune into how everything feels. It's like upgrading from regular TV to HD. Suddenly, you notice all these amazing details you were missing before. Remember, this isn't about performance or reaching some Zen-like state of sexual enlightenment. It's about enhancing your connection and enjoying the moment. So take a deep breath, focus on the here and now, and get ready to elevate your bedroom game. Who knew breathing could be so sexy? All right, let's talk about fantasy exploration, folks. Now, before you start clutching your pearls or reaching for the smelling salts, hear me out. Sharing your fantasies with your partner isn't just about being naughty. It's about building intimacy and trust. It's like showing someone your browser history, but way less embarrassing and way more fun. Let's face it, we all have fantasies. Maybe you dream of being ravished by a pirate captain on the high seas, or perhaps you've always wanted to role play as a pizza delivery person who gets an extra large tip. Whatever floats your boat, sharing these thoughts with your partner can be a game changer in the bedroom. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if my fantasy is too weird? Well, let me tell you, unless your fantasy involves illegal activities or non-consensual acts, it's probably not as out there as you think. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader. They can't fulfill your secret desires if they don't know about them. Communicating your fantasies is like opening a treasure chest of sexy possibilities. It's not just about acting them out, although that can be fun too. It's about creating a safe space where you can both be vulnerable and honest. It's like show and tell for adults, but instead of bringing in your pet hamster, you're bringing your wildest dreams. Here's a fun way to start. Make it a game. Write down your fantasies on little pieces of paper, put them in a jar, and take turns picking them out. It's like a naughty version of Mad Libs, but instead of silly sentences, you're creating steamy scenarios. Remember, fantasies don't have to be elaborate productions. Maybe you've always wanted to try a new position, or you're curious about a certain type of role play. The key is to start small and build up. It's like cooking. You don't jump straight to making a 7-course gourmet meal. You start with boiling water, and before you know it, you're whipping up fantasies like a Michelin star chef of desire. By sharing your fantasies, you're not just spicing things up in the bedroom, you're strengthening your relationship. It shows your partner that you trust them enough to be completely open and honest. Plus, it gives you both something to look forward to, like a sexy advent calendar where every day brings a new surprise. So go ahead, take the plunge, share those fantasies, explore those desires, and who knows? You might just discover a whole new world of pleasure. Just remember, communication is key, consent is crucial, and a sense of humor never hurts. Now go forth and fantasize, you sexy storytellers. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of ground today, so let's put it all together and see how these techniques can work in tandem to take your bedroom adventures to the next level. First, we talked about edging, the art of tease and delay. It's like being a DJ at the world's most intimate dance party, building up the tension and anticipation until the crowd goes wild. Then we explored breathwork and focus, which is essentially like becoming a sexual Jedi, using the force of your breath to heighten sensations and connection. And finally, we delved into fantasy exploration, turning your bedroom into a stage where you and your partner can act out your wildest dreams. Think Broadway, but with a lot less clothing and a lot more fun. Now, here's the kicker. These techniques aren't meant to be used in isolation. Oh no, my friends. They're like the Avengers of the bedroom, powerful on their own, but unstoppable when combined. Imagine this. You're practicing edging with your partner, building that delicious tension. At the same time, you're both focusing on your breath, staying present and connected. And while all this is happening, you're exploring a shared fantasy, adding an extra layer of excitement and intimacy. To incorporate these techniques into your love life, start small. Maybe begin with some breathwork exercises outside the bedroom. Then introduce the concept of edging during your next encounter. As you both get more comfortable, start sharing those fantasies. Remember, the key is communication, patience, and a healthy dose of humor. After all, sex should be fun. So go forth, my friends, and may your bedroom adventures be elevated to new heights. All right, let's dive into the saucy world of dirty talk. You know, sometimes it's not just about what you do in the bedroom, but what you say. Verbal communication during sex can be like adding fuel to an already blazing fire. It's not just hot, it's scorching. Think about it. You're in the heat of the moment, and suddenly your partner whispers something naughty in your ear. Boom! Instant arousal boost. It's like they've found the secret button to turn you on even more. And it's not just about the physical sensation anymore. It's creating this deep, intimate connection. Now, let me paint you a steamy picture. Imagine your partner looking you dead in the eyes and commanding, "Strip for me slowly." Whew! Is it hot in here or is it just me? That authoritative tone can send shivers down your spine and make you weak in the knees. Or how about when you're getting ready for some doggy-style action and they growl, "Bend over, I want to see all of you." Holy moly. It's like they're not just talking to your body, but directly to your libido. These commanding words aren't just sexy. They're building anticipation, creating a power dynamic that can be incredibly arousing. It's like verbal foreplay, getting you both revved up before the main event. But remember, dirty talk isn't one size fits all. What works for one person might make another cringe. So, start slow, gauge your partner's reaction, and most importantly, have fun with it. After all, laughter in the bedroom can be just as intimate as those steamy commands. All right, let's talk about check-ins and consent. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can asking for permission be sexy? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to blow your mind. First off, checking in with your partner isn't just important, it's downright essential. And trust me, it can be hot as hell. Imagine this. You're getting all steamy with your significant other, and you whisper in their ear, "I want to try something new. Can I show you?" Boom! Instant intrigue and anticipation. Let's say you're thinking about introducing some light bondage. Instead of just whipping out the handcuffs like some overzealous cop, try this on for size. "I've been fantasizing about tying you up. How does that sound?" It's direct, it's sexy, and it gives your partner the chance to enthusiastically jump on board or politely decline. Here's another spicy scenario. You're in the heat of the moment and you want to switch things up. Try purring, "I'd love to taste you right now. May I?" It's respectful, it's tantalizing, and it's guaranteed to get hearts racing. Remember, folks, consent isn't a one-and-done deal. Keep checking in throughout your sexy adventures. A simple, "Does this feel good?" or "Want me to keep going?" can work wonders. It shows you care about your partner's pleasure and comfort, which is pretty damn sexy if you ask me. So go forth and communicate, you sexy beasts. Make consent your foreplay and watch your intimacy levels skyrocket. Trust me, your sex life will thank you for it. All right, let's talk about the open feedback loop, folks. You know that post-sex glow? Well, it's the perfect time to have a little chat about what just went down. Trust me, it's not as awkward as you might think. Imagine this. You and your partner just had a steamy session. You're lying there, catching your breath, feeling all kinds of amazing. That's when you turn to them and say, "Hey, that thing you did with your tongue? Absolute perfection. I felt like I was going to explode." See? Not so hard, right? And let me tell you, your partner's going to be over the moon hearing that. It's like giving them a gold star for their sexual performance. Who doesn't want that kind of validation? But it's not just about praising the good stuff. Maybe there was a moment where you thought, that could have been better. That's okay too. You could say something like, "I really loved when you were kissing my neck. I wonder how it would feel if you used your teeth a little next time." Boom, you've just opened up a whole new world of possibilities. And trust me, your partner will appreciate the guidance. It's like having a sex GPS. You're helping them navigate straight to Pleasure Town. Remember, this feedback loop goes both ways. Ask your partner what they enjoyed most. Maybe they'll say, "I loved when you took control and pushed me against the wall." Mental note, more wall action in the future. By having these open conversations, you're not just improving your sex life, you're building trust and intimacy. Plus, it's like creating a personalized sex menu. Who knows what delicious new items you might add to it? All right, folks, let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial: safe sex. Now, I know what you're thinking. Safe sex? That doesn't sound sexy at all. But trust me, there's nothing hotter than knowing you and your partner are taking care of each other's health. First up, condoms. These little rubber heroes are like superhero capes for your naughty bits. They're not just for preventing unwanted pregnancies. They're also your first line of defense against STIs. And let's be real, nothing kills the mood faster than an unexpected itch down there. Next, let's chat about contraceptives. Whether it's the pill, an IUD, or any other method, finding the right contraceptive is like finding the perfect sex toy. It might take some experimenting, but once you find the right fit, it's game-changing. Now, regular testing. I know. The thought of a doctor poking around your private parts isn't exactly arousing. But you know what is? The peace of mind that comes with knowing you're clean and healthy. Plus, it's a great excuse to role-play doctor and patient with your partner afterward. Remember, safe sex isn't just about protection. It's about respect for yourself and your partner. It shows you care enough to take precautions. And honestly, what's sexier than that? So wrap it up, get tested, and keep those contraceptives handy. Because the sexiest sex is safe sex, and that's a fact. All right, folks, we've covered a lot of steamy ground today. Remember, communication is the secret sauce to a sizzling sex life. Whether you're whispering dirty nothings, checking in with your partner, or having that postcoital chat, keep those lines of communication wide open. And don't forget, safe sex is always the hottest sex. So go forth, talk it up, and spice up your bedroom antics. As I mentioned earlier, this episode is sponsored by our favorite partners, Beducated. As we talk about the must-haves for great sex, we can't leave behind Beducated courses. This is a must-have that you should definitely try out. Our 25% discount link is available on our Instagram handle at Heartbeat Chronicles or my handle at Soulful Riley. It's also available in the description box. And just so you know, this discount will be available for 2 weeks. We brought it back because of your many requests from those who missed it during our episode 2. So here are some of the Beducated courses that I recommend you try. And don't forget to fill me in with all the juicy details of how it elevated your bedroom situation. Let's dive into the Tantric Sex for Couples course. And oh boy, it's a game changer. This isn't your typical wham bam thank you ma'am situation. We're talking about building a connection so deep, you'll feel like your souls are doing the horizontal tango. Picture this, you and your partner, eyes locked, breathing in sync. Your hands glide over each other's skin, slow and deliberate, like you're savoring every inch. It's not about rushing to the finish line, it's about enjoying the journey, baby. One tantric technique that'll blow your mind is the yab yum position. Imagine straddling your partner while they sit cross-legged, your chests pressed together, hearts beating as one. You're not just physically close, you're energetically intertwined. Add some synchronized breathing, and suddenly, a simple embrace becomes an erotic meditation. And let's not forget about the lingam massage. Ladies, cradle your man's crown jewels like they're the most precious thing in the world. Guys, when it's your turn to pleasure her yoni, treat it like you're unlocking the secrets of the universe. Trust me, with these tantric techniques, you'll be riding waves of pleasure that'll make you forget your own name. Now, let's talk about the sensual massage, the art of touch course. This one's a game changer, folks. It teaches you how to give and receive massages that'll make your partner weak in the knees. Imagine starting with a gentle caress along the spine, slowly working your way to those sensitive spots behind the ears and neck. You'll learn techniques like the feather touch, where your fingertips barely graze the skin, sending shivers of pleasure throughout the body. Then there's the kneading method, perfect for those tense shoulders. But trust me, it can be incredibly arousing when done right. The course even covers how to use different parts of your body, like your forearms or even your breath, to create new sensations. And let's not forget about temperature play. Alternating between warm oil and cool breath can drive your partner wild. By the time you're done, you'll both be so turned on, you won't know what hit you. It's not just about the physical touch, though. This course teaches you how to create an intimate atmosphere that'll have you both feeling more connected than ever. Now let's dive into one of my absolute favorite courses from Beducated, Advanced Oral Techniques. This course is a game changer, folks. It's packed with expert tips that'll make your partner's toes curl and eyes roll back in pleasure. For vulva owners, imagine mastering the art of the figure 8 tongue technique, swirling around the clitoris and labia in a mesmerizing pattern. Or try the suction and release method, creating a vacuum with your mouth that'll send waves of ecstasy through their entire body. Penis owners, get ready for mind-blowing sensations with the corkscrew technique, a twisting motion of the hand combined with targeted tongue action that'll have them seeing stars. And don't forget about the often overlooked perineum. A gentle massage here during oral can intensify orgasms tenfold. But it's not just about technique. This course teaches you how to build anticipation. Use your breath to tease and incorporate your whole body into the experience. Trust me, after taking this course, you'll have your partner begging for more. It's time to level up your oral game. Now, let's spice things up with the Kinky Play for Beginners course. This one's for all you naughty listeners who want to dip your toes into the exciting world of BDSM and kink. Trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. Imagine tying your partner up with silky ribbons, their anticipation building as you tease them with a feather. Or maybe you're the one blindfolded, every touch amplified as your senses go into overdrive. This course teaches you how to explore these thrilling sensations safely and consensually. You'll learn about light bondage techniques like how to use handcuffs without leaving marks and the art of sensation play. Ever tried running an ice cube down your partner's spine or dripping warm wax on their skin? It's all about building tension and pleasure. Remember, the key to kinky play is communication and respect. Always establish safe words and boundaries before diving in. This course will guide you through those important conversations, ensuring everyone's comfort and enjoyment. So go ahead, unleash your inner dominator or submissive. Your bedroom will never be the same. All right, let's talk about taking your pleasure to new heights with the G-Spot and A-Spot Orgasms course. This is where things get really juicy, folks. Imagine unlocking orgasms so intense, you'll see stars. This course dives deep into the hidden treasures of your body, teaching you exactly where these magical spots are and how to stimulate them for mind-blowing results. For the G-Spot, picture making a come hither motion with your fingers, about 2 inches inside. Start slow, build pressure, and watch your partner writhe with pleasure. And don't forget the A-Spot. It's like the G-Spot's naughty cousin, located deeper inside. Gentle, consistent pressure here can lead to powerful, full-body orgasms that'll have you shaking. But it's not just about finding these spots. It's about the journey. This course teaches you to combine different techniques like rhythmic thrusting with internal massage to create a symphony of sensation. Trust me, once you master these skills, you'll be giving out orgasms like they're party favors. So buckle up, Buttercup, you're in for one wild, wet ride. Now let's talk about the Yoni and Lingam massage course. This one's a real game changer, folks. It's all about those ancient, sacred touch techniques that focus on our most intimate areas. For the ladies, we've got the Yoni massage, and for the gents, it's all about the Lingam. Imagine your partner's hands gliding over your body, building anticipation. Then they start to focus on your genitals with slow, intentional strokes. For Yoni massage, picture gentle circular motions around the clitoris, gradually increasing pressure. It's like a sexual meditation, allowing you to sink into pure bliss. For Lingam massage, think long, smooth strokes along the shaft, alternating with gentle squeezes. It's not just about getting off. It's about savoring every sensation. These techniques can lead to mind-blowing full-body orgasms that'll leave you trembling. But it's not just about the physical. This course teaches you how to create a sacred, intimate space. You'll learn to connect on a deeper level, leading to more intense pleasure and a stronger emotional bond. Trust me, after trying these techniques, your sex life will never be the same. All right, sexy listeners, we've just taken a tantalizing tour through Beducated's hottest courses. From mind-blowing tantric techniques to kinky play that'll make you blush, these classes are guaranteed to spice up your love life. Don't miss out on that juicy 25% discount. It's practically begging you to dive in and explore. Once you've tried these toe-curling techniques, slide into my DMs with all the steamy details. Thanks for tuning in, you naughty knowledge seekers. Today, we've been diving deep into the world of bedroom bliss, and boy, do I have some juicy tidbits to recap for you. Let's start with setting the mood, shall we? Remember, folks, ambiance is everything. You wouldn't serve a gourmet meal on paper plates, so why skimp on the atmosphere for your romantic rendezvous? Dim those lights, light some candles, and maybe sprinkle some rose petals if you're feeling extra fancy. Trust me, your partner will appreciate the effort. Now, on to one of my favorite topics, toys and tools. Don't be shy, my friends. Exploring new gadgets in the bedroom is like being a kid in a candy store, but way more fun for adults. Whether it's a feather tickler or something that buzzes, new toys can add a spark that'll make your toes curl. And hey, if it doesn't work out, you can always have a good laugh about it later. Speaking of laughs, let's talk about communication. Open, honest chats with your partner are the secret sauce to a spicy sex life. Don't be afraid to speak up about what you like, what you don't, and what you're curious about. Remember, your partner isn't a mind reader, so use your words. And while we're on the subject of curiosity, let's give a shout out to fantasies. Exploring your wildest dreams can be a thrilling adventure. Just remember, consent and comfort are key. Start small, maybe with a little role play, and who knows where it might lead. Now, I've got a challenge for you naughty listeners out there. This week, I want you to try something new from today's episode. Maybe it's buying a new toy, having a heart-to-heart with your partner about your desires, or finally acting out that librarian fantasy. Whatever it is, shake things up a bit. And don't keep all the fun to yourself. Share your experiences on social media, tag us, and let us know how it went. Your steamy stories might just inspire others to spice things up too. And hey, if you've got any killer tips of your own, send them our way. You might hear them featured in a future episode. Before we wrap up, I've got to give a shout out to our amazing sponsor, Beducated. If you're hungry for more expert tips on enhancing intimacy, they've got you covered. With expert-led courses and a treasure trove of resources, Beducated is like a masterclass for your love life. Check them out and tell them we sent you. That's all for today, you sexy beasts. Remember, life's too short for boring bedroom antics. So go forth, explore, and most importantly, have fun. Until next time, keep it hot, keep it safe, and keep listening. Wow, I can't believe we're done for today. Oh my God, I think I need some water to cool off after all that sex talk. I bet you do too. Isn't it crazy how time just zooms by when you're having fun? We've covered so much ground, and it feels like we just started. That's the beauty of diving into these juicy topics. Before you know it, an hour has passed, and we're all a little hot under the collar. I'd love to give a big shout out to all our soulful ambassadors out there. Your likes, comments, and engagement mean the world to us. And to everyone tuning in, you rock. If you're digging what we're putting down, why not hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications? Trust me, you won't want to miss a beat. Guess what? We're celebrating a milestone. Heartbeat Chronicles has hit 104 downloads on Buzzsprout in just 1 month. Can you believe it? We're over the moon, and it's all thanks to you, our amazing soulful ambassadors. Your support means the world to us. Now, let's aim for the stars and shoot for 500 downloads. Keep spreading the love, and let's make it happen together. Remember the spicy deal we have for you with Beducated for 2 weeks. Want to take your bedroom game to the next level? We've got a steamy 25% discount on Beducated courses just for you. Slide into our DMs on Instagram at Heartbeat Chronicles or Soulful Riley to snag that discount. Or, if you're feeling lazy, just scroll down to the description box. Use the link or coupon code HEARTBEAT and get ready to educate yourself in the sexiest way possible. Hey, guess what? We've got some awesome Heartbeat merch waiting for you. That's right. We've opened up a store just for you soulful folks. Want to rock some Heartbeat swag? Head over to our shop and treat yourself. You can find the link in our Instagram bio or in the description box below. Trust me, you're going to love it. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We've got loads more content, juicy discussions, and fun interactions waiting for you there. Let's keep the conversation going beyond this podcast. All right, soulful ambassadors, let's wrap this up with a little love-spreading mission for you. If you enjoyed our steamy chat today, don't forget to smash that notification button. It's like a little love tap for our show. And hey, why keep all this juicy advice to yourself? Share the episode with your friends, family, or that coworker who desperately needs some soulful loving in their life. You never know, you might just be their Cupid in disguise. Keep spreading that love, and we'll catch you next time for more heartbeat racing conversations. In today's episode, we delved into the must-haves for mind-blowing sex that can truly elevate your intimate experiences. From setting the perfect mood to exploring essential lubes and enhancers, and even discovering the most thrilling toys and tools, we covered all the bases to ensure your bedroom game is on point. Remember, it's all about communication, exploration, and finding what brings you and your partner the most pleasure. I hope you're feeling inspired to try something new and spice things up. Don't forget, our Beducated discount is available for just 2 weeks, so make sure to grab it while you can. And as always, I want to hear from you. Let me know how these tips have transformed your intimate moments. And before you go, hit that notification button so you don't miss a bit of our juicy upcoming episodes. Until next time, stay soulful and keep the passion alive.